Hello, welcome back to another very important term from period 2. We're going to be looking at the New England colonies. Here's your definition. The colonies of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. They were founded primarily by groups such as the Puritans who sought religious freedom. Region was most known for its religiosity and mixed economy. So if you want a more full explanation of the New England colonies, go ahead and check out my playlist and go to lesson 2.3b. That's where you'll find a more thorough explanation. But here are some of the key ideas. The people who settled in this region were primarily religious dissenters. So people who wanted to oppose the Church of England. Either they wanted to purify it or they just wanted to completely separate from it. But they're going to face a lot of religious persecution, and so they end up migrating to the New England area. And that's not to say that economic improvement wasn't also part of it. It just wasn't the primary motivation. So because of this, they're going to have some focuses on religion, literacies, and they're going to migrate as families and will develop into small towns. The self-government that develops will be tied to the church. For example, you would need to be a church member to vote. And they have a mixed economy. So because of the environment, they're going to not focus on plantations or export crops, but rather depend more on the trade of lumber, fur, fish. With American Indians at that time, there was an initial peace. You think about the first Thanksgiving, but wars do develop. So after about 54 years of initial peace with especially the Wampanoag in the region, we do see those land encroachments and cultural differences do end up leading to significant wars like King Philip's War, or also known as Metacom's War. And there were some conversions that did happen. There were Native Americans called praying Indians who became Christians. So really the significance here is to tie back to our learning objective and make sure we understand how the environment and motivations determined the characteristics of a colony. So because their motivation for settling was religious freedom, that meant in New England they came as families, and that the church and state are connected, almost like a theocracy in some ways. Because they came in family units, we're going to see this area have a small town structure that also included schools. We don't see that in areas, for example, like the Chesapeake. Because of long winters and rocky soil, we have a short growing season, which meant only subsistence farming. But the good harbors and the dense forests meant that commerce or trade was more available. And so there's kind of your nuts and bolts here of the New England colonies. And for more information, check out lesson 2.3b. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.